Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Big Black Crypto again, and I've been telling a few of the homies that I am humbly admitting that I've like reversed positions and stance on XRP. It comes down to Ripple CTO kind of confirming suspicions that I had held. It is you can lead with certain convictions, but at the same time, when you're into this level of investment, you have to remember you're here to make money. You're not really here to like shed tears, and if they're not tears of joy and they're other people's tears, you may as well mix them with Kool-Aid. I'm that cold-blooded. I recognize opportunity when I see it. And as far as Ripple, whatever comes of the SEC court case, I see a Coinbase type outcome. Um, like I'm thorough with where I stand on my abstractions and the research and the legalities of which I listen and read upon. And I've always anticipated that one of the reasons why Ripple has always held on to, at least more than 50% of circulation and supply is because they know that at some point people are wanting a burn because you know what, guess what? If I invested at $1.75 or at its peak when it was higher than that, I suppose it's, I would have gotten wrecked holding on till now. And for what? To just, yeah, for a couple of years. It'll go up sometime. I know it will. I know it will. It's no, but like, yo, you owe it to your long-term hodlers, and that's an inevitability of it. When you look at Coinbase, they just paid I think 6.5 million, and it's gone back to business as usual. So if you've been wondering why Coinbase hasn't listed their IPO yet, which is rumored to go around approximately around 350 a share, based on what's been sold privately, but I take no offense to it. Anyone listing as an IPO deserves it simply because they demonstrated value and consistency in value, and other exchanges do the same, so rightfully so. I just hope that they start to reduce fees across the board. Just because I exchange in one currency doesn't mean I should be tagged unnecessarily, but I get it. It's based on who provides what kind of support for that network. So I totally understand and respect that. It's just a part of doing business, and when you're making a lot of money, are you going to cry about a little bit of money? And that's how this game's played. You don't You know what I mean? So back to XRP and why I believe it is going to pop. You know what I mean? Like you could easily see 250, like $250 become 2K. I'm not playing but also too, don't move your portfolio if you don't have to. Leave your portfolio as this for me is more so an experiment. Like Edward, Edward, I mean Mr. Big Black Crypto, I got a question for you. How good is your gut instinct? Do you see this reaching its value? I'm like, yeah, yes I do. Yes I do. Legacy coin, they've been here for a while. It's just the natural order of things. And also, this is where they kind of won me over. When I exchange Ripple back and forth, the fees are mad low. You know what I mean? Like, the fees are mad low. I love you. I guess I've been dinged moving Bitcoin around and Ethereum. I don't hold either anymore. I do want to hold them again, but it's just man, you gotta move with your convictions. But I recognize anyone who's holding them, that's a smart decision. I rate you. It's just difference of opinion, and I hodl elsewhere. But at the same time too, I salute your hodl. I learn, and I don't challenge, because regardless of how you feel about blockchain and oh yeah, holochain is brr, brah, brah, brah. Remember, blockchain isn't going anywhere. So a lot of these off-chain projects are going to be what enables blockchain to stick around. So there is a dichotomy of how you're going to benefit from one and then be against the other. It's you're also here to invest and accumulate generational wealth. It's important you be conscious in how you do it, but also too don't lose sight of the fact that this is a business decision and business decisions are being made. And as far as going back to XRP, guess what? You're gonna see a Coinbase type outcome. They're gonna pay the fine. It's probably going to be announced over a weekend. There won't be real market news, as opposed, like, the conversation isn't gonna be, yo, XRP gets fined or loses suit. It's gonna be XRP fine is this. XRP pays this many millions. So that's PR is gonna establish restitution being paid. And then on the flip side, supporting XRP, you're gonna see XRP has waited 7 years for judgment, and which is cool. But regardless, that news is going to come out on a weekend, and the only thing that's going to matter to investors is what's it worth now and when's it going to stop? Because that is something you're going to see with an extreme volatility once it starts to trend upward. I'm not going to draw any lines in the sand on that one. That one's just like sitting back, sipping on a mojito, looking at trend and possibility. It's circumstantial, but you don't put down what you can't afford to risk, right? And so for me, you know what? I want to see if $250 can become over $2,000, just for the fun of it. Let's see what happens. I let go of my VETHO, even though VETHO for me would have been worth more and doubled its value. I think over time, XRP is going to be really disrespectful, because, like, it's going to really climb, in my opinion. But hey, you ain't got to listen to me. I'm not a financial expert. But what I do consider myself, though, is a digital asset analyst. Based on my analysis, this is what I've come to. And these are the abstractions that have guided my decisions. I do not encourage you to make the same decision. For me, this is, again, just an experiment. And I want to see if, based on past events, history repeats itself and a coin is given a sincere opportunity at being a true investment vehicle. Because the one thing that they can advocate on their premise as to why they should be considered, a coin on market, is because look at what they do. They offer some of the lowest fees for people exchanging on an exchange. Their next step, if they really are sincere, they should actually branch out to Africa and impose themselves on Cardano's, domain. Like, where they win the community over is actually by engaging the Black community, which is something, Cardano is doing, but not really doing. I don't really hear anything about Cardano teaching, like when he says he's going to Africa, I can't tell if he's just really going to South Africa or he's going to Africa. You know what I mean? Like, it's no disrespect to him. Very noble venture. He's probably a nice guy. But yo, I'm just like, I'm not trying to hate. I'm just gonna bring it right back to the Ripple article, because we got 2 minutes left before you probably lose that attention span. But basically, what he's saying is, this says that the community could demand millions in XRP to be burned. The technology officer, CTO David Schwartz, has confirmed that the company could be forced to burn billions in XRP if the community willed it, because after all, this is something based on community consensus. As an exchange network that offers XRP token currently trading at 0.62 USD, it cannot be mined. There are 100 billion coins available, roughly half of which are held by Ripple. At all-time high, XRP was valued at $3.40 USD. It's expected that a breakout could take place soon, pushing the price beyond the $1 mark. By the way, this article is on ZDNet or ZDNet, and it's as titled by Ripple CTO says community could demand millions in XRP burn, and it's by Charlie Osborne, published December 4th, 2020. Thank you kindly, Miss Osborne, and it's topicked under blockchain. Also, check out more of her work, because this is a wonderfully written article. I'm enjoying this. This is a delightful read. Sorry for being a nerd, but this is a delightful read. I can't lie. On December 2nd, a Twitter user going by the handle iCore asked the CTO what Ripple's reaction would be if all nodes, validators, and the community at large agreed that XRP held in escrow by Ripple should be burned. In response, Schwartz implied that the majority rule would win such a decision. Yes, there would be nothing Ripple could do to stop that from happening, Schwartz commented. Public blockchains are very democratic. If the majority wants a rule change, there's nothing the minority can do to stop them. So this is an inevitable consequence held by those who hold position to cast that vote and initialize that decision. So it's an actuality that will happen. The Ripple executive previously explained that XRP could be burned by paying it as a fee or by sending it to an account whose public key hash has insufficient entropy to have a corresponding private key anyone could ever find. As noted by Cointelegraph, Ripple has come under fire in the past for selling millions of tokens on a regular basis. When I saw XRP, the CTO personally held, Schwartz said he holds more than 1 million and less than 10 million. While congratulating the Ethereum community on the launch of Beacon Chain, Schwartz also reflected on the future of Bitcoin, saying Bitcoin has to continue to evolve to avoid technological obsolescence. Over the past month, Bitcoin has experienced a resurgence close to the 2017 high. That's irrelevant to this. But I do take interest in that. And that's long been held a possibility. So it's that's kind of why I'm hodling as I'm hodling. And when we talk about a 30 billion burn, that's a go on. What are you gonna become? So scrolling through another article. That's huge. Oh wow, they might even try to burn 50 billion. That's like everything out of the treasure chest that XRP holds. That is intense. But then what do you become though? That's deep shit. Forgive my language. Whoa, people are saying like, yo, some people have over 120 million in Ripple, and they're calling them out like, yo, you have a fiduciary responsibility to them. That is deep words. That is deep. Some people are saying it might not lead to growth in the long run. Hey, I'm gambling. And yeah, I totally respect the notion that it'll never reach 1,000. Because realistically, it would have to probably hit somewhere in the trillions. And I'm not talking like 50 trillions. But let's see what they say it might be worth in 2030. So in 2030, they say it might be worth 200 to 300. But you know what's different about alt season right now? Every prediction made has been wrong. Everything that you've invested in right now has been wrong. As in, you've been right, and it's been hand over fist. Never 2x, but 5x, 10x, 350x, depending on when you've gotten in and how smart and strategic you are. So, why would you doubt yourself now? You know what I mean? Like, why not push the envelope? So that's why I'm kind of rocking with XRP right now. I think they smash whatever predictions are available on market. I don't even think they're worth recognizing. I think we see XRP get back into the dollar range and end the year possibly over the $10 range. Is that completely ignorant? Yes. But this is alt season. A lot of people that are stepping into this domain, we're going to see us cross into the more than 1% of the world investing and trading crypto. So I expect to see a lot of bullish behaviors for altcoins. And when people see that XRP has a low exchange fee, or that it's going to be a long-term hodl worth it, as kind of what I've characterized as a legacy coin, something that's been around for a long time, they owe it to market investors you could see a 50 billion token burn. And as well also see them take on actual opportunities in other countries. Because if there is one thing to happen that XRP should do, it is they should reach out to Hollow. Let's see what the I got one thing that I want to find out about. Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what I was kind of looking up. I wanted to see if Ripple was built on Ethereum, and Ripple isn't built on Ethereum. Blockchain was created in 2012, so 3 years before Ethereum. Which is why I don't know. I think people just kind of gravitate towards their legacy coin. They like knowing that they can hold something that's not going to like be extreme in terms of what it costs to exchange it. So whatever you've been getting charged by some of your other coins, like it just doesn't make sense. And I would want to know if it could be wrapped in some way where as it gets burned, like a counter, or sorry, not a counter, but a mutual current credit gets created in some case, right? Just to sort of like boost we could call it the ripple effect. Is there a way that we could turn it into its very own? We'll leave it there. But that's how I feel about XRP. That's why I'm bullish on it. That's why I kind of enjoy the notion of it. You know what I mean? It's basically saying, hodl these nuts. Like, as big black crypto, how could I not, be with the ripple? I'm with the ripple. Let's see what happens this alt season. Stay tuned. And again, don't take what I say for gospel. I'm not a financial advisor. We're all grown in the decisions that we're making. So be accountable. Do your own research. DYOR, Dior Gang. You can call me Dior Daddy. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And good luck this alt season. Happy hunting.